Welcome to the Hustle Wing podcast. Today we are joined by Rohan Kulkarni, the founder and CEO of the Wordsmith. He's going to chat to us today about his company. We're going to get to know him a little bit and just have a good time. So thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, Rohan. How are you feeling?
Good. Thanks for having me, Maisie. How are you
Awesome,
doing?
awesome. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm good. Thank you. So, let's get into it. What do you guys do at the Wordsmith?
Yeah. So the Wordsmith is an AI co-pilot for marketers to help them, generate content, generate ideas for ad concepts, improve content, basically help them be more productive and
Mhm.
create awesome content.
Nice, nice. So does it assist in the creating process or does it assist in like the processes?
It helps in creating content. Yeah, it helps them, build a knowledge base about their company, their product,
Uh-huh.
give all the information that the tool would need to create content that has complete context about what the
Hmm.
company does. And then we also have a module for creating a tone of voice for the brand. So not every brand sounds the same,
Yeah.
right? When you create content, so we have a dedicated module called the tone architect, where the users can define the brand personality, give a sample piece of content, things like that,
Okay.
and create a unique tone of voice. So the
Hmm.
emphasis that we have at the Wordsmith is on the quality and uniqueness of the content, rather than scale of content, which has predominantly been what the AI content creation industry has been focusing on.
Definitely, definitely. I didn't realize, I haven't heard anyone talking about brand voices before when it comes to marketing and AI before. So I love that you come from that angle. And it is important, right? Like people pay a lot of attention, like companies pay a lot of attention to the kind of words they use, and their brand, their sounding, and, the general like vibe that they give off. So I
Yeah,
like that you
exactly.
guys pay attention
Yeah,
to that.
and and the way it came about is, a little bit about me. I've been a marketer for about 12 years now. So I come
Okay.
from the industry. I have used other AI tools for creating content previously,
Hmm.
and having been a marketer myself, I could never, find the right tool to help me get things done the way I wanted them to be done.
Yeah.
So, and prior to becoming a marketer, I was an engineer for many years. So, kind of bringing those two
Wow.
passions together, I built the tool from the ground up in a way that I would find it useful to use.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so you have both like a tech and a marketing background.
That's right.
Okay, cool. And is this your first like entrepreneurial venture or have you had companies before?
I have launched a couple of products previously, more as side gigs, but this is my first time full time entrepreneurial endeavor.
Okay, and how is it going? How do you feel?
It's been great. I started working on this idea about 6 months ago, and the
Okay.
product has been live for about a month and a half now. So early
Okay.
stages, we are seeing some traction, getting a lot of feedback, improving the product as we go along.
I think I lost. Okay, cool. So you guys are still in the early stages, which is, a challenge in itself. And, you kind of feeling out the market and stuff is, that's interesting. So you said that you've been a marketer for how many years prior?
About 12
12.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So then you're pretty well versed in the whole industry.
I am, yeah. And my marketing experience kind of spans from having started out in marketing analytics, and then I worked for Visa for a few
Hmm.
years, one of the biggest, most recognized brands in the world. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the best place to be as you're starting out in marketing. Got a lot of my understanding of how great brands are built during my
yeah,
work over there.
yeah.
After that, I ventured into the startup world. I've been doing growth marketing and brand marketing for startups over the last few years. And most recently, before I started the Wordsmith, I was the CMO of a Series B tech startup.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, cool. I love that you're well experienced in it. Definitely, I think it does need a subject matter expert when you're going into, like an industry that's so well established. So I'm glad that you can see from both sides. So that's great. So yeah, so then what's your long term vision? You kind of spoke about your background and stuff. What's your long term vision or your end goal for the wordsmith?
Yeah, I think if you think about where AI stands today, there's two ways to look at it. One is AI taking over
Hmm.
from humans? I mean, is it replacing what people do today, or is
Yeah.
it amplifying what people have been doing so far? And at the Wordsmith, and I personally very strongly believe that AI should amplify human efforts and human creativity, and not replace it. So that's sort of
Yeah.
the core foundation of what goes into everything that we build around the Wordsmith. So the goal for the product as it evolves is going to be to find ways and features and use cases that will amplify a marketer's creativity. Marketing is a very, very creative field in general.
Yeah.
And given that AI is built off of what has been previously created, the scope for originality and thinking outside the box. If you think about truly iconic marketing campaigns, like Apple's Think Different
Yeah.
uh, or Got Milk, right? I mean, you think of those kind of campaigns; they come out of pure human creativity. And the goal for the Wordsmith is to assist in bringing out that creativity in humans, either by
Mhm.
helping ideate, creating drafts, or even generating content for that matter that can eventually be
Yeah.
edited by a human. But the idea is to, really give legs to human creativity in the field of marketing. So right now we are in the content creation space. We do predominantly text content, a little bit of image content as well.
Mhm.
But this can grow significantly beyond what we're doing today, into ad concepts and creative briefs and writing guides and branding guidelines and everything that can, really bring a brand to life.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. I love that you highlighted the fact that like there's two sides of AI because a lot of people do feel a lot of insecurity when it comes to AI because it seems like AI has come to like replace people. But I think a lot of companies and a lot of people are realizing now that AI can never replace a human. It can just assist a human. So I love that you highlighted that at the beginning. Like it's not like, the wordsmith is here to just like replace marketing with AI. It's here to make sure that those amazing brand ideas or marketing ideas or strategic ideas are highlighted and assisted through that process through AI. Like that's the whole point of it, right?
Yeah, and when it comes to knowledge work, the where AI can play the biggest role is in automating
I
tedious,
don't know.
mundane tasks. I mean, that's probably one of the best use cases. The second is in ideating and giving starting points or refining stuff that humans have created. I think that's where AI fits the best right now, rather than running on complete autopilot.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Okay, cool. So then what are some of the challenges that you guys are facing at the Wordsmith at the moment? I mean, you're still like really early stages. So, I'm sure you're just still sort of like feeling out the ropes at the moment. But yeah, what are some of the challenges that you guys are facing?
Yeah, I mean, probably the same challenge that any new product or new startup will face, which is getting brand awareness
Hmm.
and getting it in front of people on a shoestring budget. That's probably the biggest challenge you probably hear most founders talk about.
Yeah.
So our goal now is to activate as many organic and own channels as we can to get the product in front of people who would benefit from it the most, and gather the feedback, and then sort of snowball that into a lot more traction. That's
Yeah.
where our bottleneck is right now.
Amazing, amazing. So then I guess you would be looking for assistance in getting the name out there. You want the wordsmith to be sort of top of the tip of the tongue for everyone right now.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then what kind of strategies do you have in place to get the word out there?
So there's a few different things that we're doing. One is creating content for organic traffic.
Hmm.
Thought leadership around how to use AI for marketing, and best practices in copywriting, marketing, things like that.
Hmm.
The second is building a founder brand. So kind of I do a lot of content sharing and publishing on Substack and LinkedIn, to
Okay.
build that visibility for me as a founder, and sort of layer in the wordsmith along with that.
Yeah.
And I'm actively looking for partnerships with creators and influencers on LinkedIn or other platforms that talk about copywriting, talk about AI, talk about marketing,
Yeah.
and see if there are potential opportunities for partnerships there. And
Awesome.
finally, do a lot of email marketing, outreach on LinkedIn,
Hmm.
things that some are scalable, some are not. But I think the goal is to sort of hammer on all of these channels that we have access to before we can start doing paid ads and other expensive media.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, you should, especially on a shoestring budget, you should definitely start out looking at more organic ways to grow, and then you can spend sort of money on ads and stuff. But I mean, you're the expert, so you would know.
Yeah, I've been in this spot a couple of times, not for my startup, but for the ones I work for.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. So then, yeah, you said that you came up with the concept 6 months ago and you've been live for about a month and a half now. Is your product like completely hashed out? Have you built it and you've completed it, or are you still building the wordsmith?
No, the Wordsmith is live and available for general use. I
Okay.
started out with an MVP, which I launched as a beta for among the community that I knew.
Mm-hmm.
Gathered the first level of feedback, and built it out into a robust first version of the product. That has
Mm-hmm.
also evolved quite a bit. It's a constantly evolving product, but no, as of now, anybody can sign up for the Wordsmith, and there's a
Mm-hmm.
free trial, or they can subscribe, and it's available. It works great.
Okay, awesome. And it's a site, right? It's an application online.
Yes, it's thewordsmith.ai.
Awesome, awesome, cool. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much for your time, Rohan. It's been a pleasure chatting to you and getting to know the Wordsmith and what you guys do. I really do look forward to what you guys have in store and the growth that 2024 has for you.
Yeah, no, thank you, and pleasure's all mine. Thanks for having me, and thanks for the conversation.
Awesome. Well, I hope you have a lovely day.
You as well, Izzy. Thanks.